Pretty people. All the pretty people say hi. Hashtag to the pretty people. What makes you pretty is we're going to learn how to celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. So we're pretty on the inside and the outside. Yes. And so that's what it's about. We need to learn to network with each other and find out how we can collaborate and how we can change the game. And so my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. And so it's a Wednesday night. And what are we doing Wednesday night in my business group? Business tips, motivation, and inspiration. I answer your business questions. And so if you're not in the group and you want to be in the group, come on over here, girl. So the name of the group is Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. I'm happy to answer your business questions about starting a business, building a business, maintaining your business. I've been an entrepreneur for over 18 years. I do know a thing or two. Janet is in the building. And hello, gorgeous. So if you have a question and you're in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, I'm happy to answer. I know I have a few questions already that was sent to me, so I will dive right in. So if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. You're new to me. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are new to me. Put newbie in the chat. Then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag two people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. You and I just became besties. I see you. That's what it's all about. I don't want to be the best kept secret. We got to share the love. Sharing is caring. We want more people to create residual income. We want more people to build businesses. We want more people to be successful. We want more people, yes, to leave legacies. We want more people. So we want more people to get into it. And so my hope is to really shorten your learning curve and share what I know for sure. So if you love this type of motivation, inspiration, and business tips, this is the page for you. So make sure you get in the group. You do have to answer the entry questions. Okay, people, number one rule to entrepreneurship in any business to be successful is following instructions. Number one rule. So follow instructions. You do have to answer the entry questions. And myself or my assistant will let you in the group because I want you to be a part of this goodness. I want you in the community. So it's business tips and motivation and inspiration. So make sure that you dive in so I can answer your questions. And if I answer all of these and I see a question on Instagram and TikTok, I'll answer those questions as well. So yes, is Jamaica in the building? Let me know who in the building is that. Oh, Ghana in the building. Can you imagine? We got the whole wide world in our hands. Like I am in Georgia and you are in Ghana and you see me. Oh my gosh. So the opportunity is unbelievable. The range is unbelievable. And that's why anybody can do it. And so that is what I want to talk about is anybody can do it. Now, is it going to take work, sweat, tears? Yes. Money, time? Yes, 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 and yes. But is it going to be worth it? Yes. And so I'm a strong believer in, living up to your full potential. Every day I am running behind myself. So I don't have any competition. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have any competition. So if you're joining me, I'm Jerusha, business coach, number one job, business coach. I'm currently developing 100 new business partners in my own business. Yes, 100 families, helping 100 lives, helping them earn $100,000. If you want to learn about the 100s, I'm so excited about the 100. If I could show you a way to build a business, to leverage and monetize social media, just get you educated, would you be open? Put 100 in the chat because it's going down. So I've been excited on my new venture to really teach people the things that I've learned over the years and help them, as well as myself, grow your online audience. And so that's the one thing that I did, coming straight out of the pandemic. I was really focused on building these accounts, particularly here on Facebook, and then now Instagram, and then TikTok took off as well. So I can share with you what I've done, and more importantly, get you started. If you're open to the possibility, put 100, or if you're Instagram and TikTok, you can go to the link in the bio, or TikTok, just DM me, Instagram, put 100 so we can get you educated about the possibilities. And so my biggest challenge is women not being open to explore their full potential. This is the age of knowing what you are made of. Listen, this is the age of knowing what you are made of. I worked in radio and television. The television crew has already seen the commercials before they air, before the public sees it. So I believe that's how God works. He's already seen your commercial, your life, before the public sees it. God knows the end from the beginning, baby. And sometimes God gives you a preview of your life. Yes, what's coming up next? A preview, what's coming up. You know, when you go to the movies, I haven't been in the movies in forever. How many of y'all have been in the movies? Like, y'all still go to the movies. And so I don't frequent the movies like that anymore. I just watch it at home. And so yes, and I actually like that. So, but there's like a vision of you doing what you've always dreamt of, right? And so that's a preview of life coming attraction. And so all you got to do is do the work. It's gonna happen. I just believe whatever you can imagine is real. So if you see yourself on stages, if you see yourself writing a book, being an author, if you see yourself as an actress, an actor, if you see yourself, whatever it is, right? It's possible because you had that vision. And whatever you can imagine, you better write this down. It's real. And so I just imagine myself doing so many things. It's unbelievable. And I don't believe God will give it to you if he's not going to provide it for you. Yes, yes, say to Richard. And so, yes, so my background, like I said, radio and television, loved the industry, hated the hours. And so I had to start over. I was like, I want to do a home-based business. The first person that spoke to me, I got started. I went to the top of the company. So I'm the story that did very well right out the gate because I was too dumb to doubt. And I was telling people, listen, I believed it. I knew that if I put it in the work, I was like, it's going to happen. I believed it. I just knew I had to see it before I could see it. I could definitely see it coming together. I was, yes, out of the home, even though I had a home-based business. I was out of the home all the time, okay? But it was worth it because the skill set, the mindset, the earnings, the trips, all the things was worth it. And so for me to leave what people are like, oh my gosh, why would you leave radio and television to do a home-based business? Freedom. And the only way to have freedom, right, is your time. I wanted time freedom. And so I just decided to go all in. And so what happened, the journey was great. Then we have ebbs and flows in business. And so right before the pandemic, I decided not to sign a lease moving forward. We had an office here in Atlanta. I was like, I'm not going to do it. Social media is popping. Everybody's on social media. I need to get on social media. So I do understand if you are offline like I was and you're like, you got to transition online and it's different. It is, but you can do it. And so I said, I need to learn this online space. And so eventually I decided after all the years, right, of building that success, building 6 leaders, I decided to partner with a different company that's online. So I can impact more lives. And that's why you're watching. So I can be more powerful. So my voice can be heard in Ghana. And so I was like, all right, nothing's stopping me now. And so if I could show you how it's possible that you can build an online business, that you can be, if that's your choice, online influence, having leads come to you, understanding how to attract leads, then I'm ready to do it. Yes. And so, yes, I just believe that, we can do anything that we choose because we are some of the smartest, most creative people on the earth. And so I just think you can do it once you put your mind to it. And so I was speaking to a potential prospect to answer your questions. I was speaking to a potential prospect of my organization, and she was telling me she's scared of social media. And I know that's the question. What if you're scared to go live? What if you're scared to do videos? What if you're scared? I get it. I'm scared too. I'm scared too, just like everybody else. The difference is I believe what I have is greater than my fear. That's the only difference. I believe what I can share and how many people I can help and how many people I can serve is greater than me being afraid to just press the live button. It's greater than me sharing this business knowledge over 18 years. And so I just believe somebody needed it. And so when I put myself out of it and I don't make it a selfish act and I say it's just to serve. If God gave me this voice, gave me this wisdom, it's to serve. Then it is easier for me to show up live. But I'm just like you. Before I go live, I do my little prayer session. I'm like, all of you, Jesus, none of me. Let's go. I do all the things like everybody else. Even though I've done this, right, through the pandemic live, it's still another time. It's a new time. And so I'm always learning from the last time. And so I just encourage you, if that's you, to answer your question, how do you just get over it? You just do it. How do you get over being scared? You have to do it. You just, there's no like remedy. Like I said, you can pray, you can meditate, you can do affirmations, you can drink water, you can tell people, this is what people don't understand. Here's a business tip for you. You can go on the live and say, I'm scared, but I know I have a message and I want to share this with you. And you just tell them. You know how many people will support you because you were courageous enough to do it and they didn't yet? You know how many lives you could affect by just doing it? And they're like, well, she can do it. I certainly can do it. And so I always look at, what? My success is tied to somebody else's belief system. We need more leaders and more hope in this economy. And so if I can give one person hope, oh, yes, I'm doing it. And so I just want to tell you, you got to have more faith than you have in what your product is, your opportunity. If you really believe in your product, you really believe in your opportunity or your service, I don't know what type of business you have, and you believe it could help somebody, why wouldn't you tell them? Because you're afraid. It's ego. People are going to talk about you regardless. The one thing my parents always said, people are going to talk about you whether you do it or not. So I might as well do it. You're going to talk anyway. And so you don't want other people to stop you from fulfilling your dreams and goals. And so, because they're going to criticize you regardless. They criticize Jesus, So trust me, you definitely want to make sure that you say, I am here to serve, and just do it. If you have to, business tip for you, if you have to record it and then upload it, that's fine, right? It still got out. And because video is the fastest way to, get more viewers, I would certainly be trying to do videos. Write that down. So what if you do it? I'm scared people will not buy. Well, I mean, even if you do it, people might not buy. If you do it, they might not buy. It is depending on your marketing strategy, the product, all the things, the branding. So there are other things that go along with people purchasing your thing. I'm scared, sometimes people don't listen. I have to go on TikTok. My business mentor is multimillionaire, said, hey, you're going to go on TikTok every single day for 6 months, right? I was like, what? Big challenge. I needed a challenge. And I was like, all right, let's do it. A lot of times it's not hundreds of people on there when I'm live, but I still do it anyway. I'm not worried about that. I know it'll grow over time, just like these accounts. They're going to grow if you're giving consistent value. So it's okay. I'm scared people won't buy. I'm scared people won't show up. They won't enjoy it. They won't learn, but I do it anyway. I think it's okay to be scared. I think it is. You just overcome that fear by doing it. Now, here's the thing. If you're the person, I don't know what type of business you have. Is it a product or a service? So I have an opportunity and I have a product. So yours is what? A service. This is what I want to ask you. You have a service. I don't know, insurance, finance service, whatever it is. You have a service. This is what you need to ask, okay? You want to ask yourself this. Are you the type of person that wants success without failure? Are you that person? Are you the type of person that you want to avoid the steps and you want to go on the elevator? There's no shortcut to success, period. There's no way around the struggles. There's no way around it, because that's when you're actually growing. And so we need those things in our lives. And so this is how you become wiser. Just like I would definitely, if people say, would you like to be younger? Maybe in age, but not in wisdom. Like if you're going to say 10 years younger, yeah, maybe body wise, maybe, but definitely not intellect. No, definitely not wisdom. And so you want to ask yourself, are you the type of person that wants success without failure? Are you the type of person that wants success without growth? Are you the type of person that wants success without challenges? Are you that person? Surely you're not that person, right? Are you the type of person that can make a life-changing decision while being scared? Well, what's stopping you from taking action? What is stopping you from taking action? You. I say this almost every live. You're the problem. You're the solution. You. You said you have a service that could potentially help me, but you haven't told me yet. So do you have a service? Right? Do you really want to build a business? Because when you have something and you're on fire, you're telling everybody. Like I'm trying to tell everybody, 100, baby. We're going to help 100 families, help them earn $100,000. Let's go. Let's learn what's available so we can leverage and monetize social media. This tool is not going to use me. I'm going to use the tool. I'm not going to be a fool. Let's use this tool. And so you want to avoid risk. You want to avoid taking risks. That's what life's about, taking risks. You know what that's called? Risk averse. The definition is a person reluctant to take risk, tending to avoid risk as much as possible. That's called risk averse. And so do you want to go through your whole life without any failures? No. If you want to go through life without failures, you already did. You already failed. So I want to help as many people as possible. And that's why every day I'm like, Jerusha, I always talk to myself. I have to try to live up to my full potential. Who am I going to help today? Who am I going to tell about my opportunity today? Who's going to be a part of that 100? And that 100 is growing, baby. And I'm just like, all right, let's go. Who's next? On to the next one. On to the next one. I only want the people that's willing to learn. I don't want people that I got to pull, I can't pull the dead, right? I want the people that's already scared, but they know they want to change. They know they need to learn. Those are my people. We just don't live up to our full potential. Did you know human beings are the only living species that do not live up to their full potential? 90% of our full potential is still hidden below the waterline. So in any business, there's a process, okay, called learning to be a great leader. There's a process in everything. We don't like the process. I don't like the process, but I've learned to love the process because I know the end from the beginning. And if you know the end from the beginning, you'll stay empowered in the process. And so as long as I'm looking at legacy for my boys, and then their generations, I'm going to be able to, give $100,000 to charities of my church. Those are the end, right? So I get excited about it in the process. So one thing that you can do is you can write down all the things that you want to do. If money was not an option, right? An object, yeah. If money was, it's like you had all the money, like you won the billion, whatever it was, 1 point, whatever billion dollars, right? So money is not the problem. Write out right now, what would you do? Write all the things that you would do, all the people you would help, everything, write it down. Once you write it down, then when you get discouraged or you get scared, you look at the things that you say you wanted. And so you'll have to ask yourself, do I really want to leave that legacy? How bad do I want it? Do I really want that house? How bad do I want it? Do I really want that car? How bad do I want it? Do I want it bad enough not to watch television and actually learn something? Do I want it bad enough to turn off social media and actually listen to a podcast? Do I want it bad enough not to hang out with friends for a short period of time so I can learn a skill? Like, how bad do you really want it? And so I always look at, okay, I'm looking at my boys. I know I want this. I want this for you. And I'm willing to do whatever's necessary. So yes, you're scared and you take action. And then, in my opinion, stop talking about why you can't do something when you haven't even tried it yet. You probably will be surprised once you get on there and do your TikTok, your reels, your live. You might love it, but you haven't even done it yet. Let me ask you this, because I think this is most people's problem with doing lives, is, are you the type of person that needs approval from other people? Because if you need approval from everybody, you're never going to do it. So are you the type of person that needs other people approval to be greater? Are you the type of person need to ask everybody, should I go live? Did you like my live? Did you see my post? Did you see my TikTok? Did you like the TikTok? If you need that, baby, you don't need to ask anyone for permission to change your life. If you have a supportive family, great. If you don't, great. So are you the type of person that needs your family to go to school with you, go to class with you, take notes with you before you pursue your degree? No, because you wanted it. So why do you need them people to change your life? Why do you need those people approval to go live? Why do you need those approval to show up on social media? You don't. It's great to have them. I have a supportive family, but I'm not relying on them. And this is the thing. Just because you see other people fail at it and you've seen other people do it or not do it, I would not base my success or failure on what somebody else did or didn't do. You got to write that down. I just wouldn't. I knew that I was going to go to grad school. I knew I was going to undergrad. I knew I was going to do these things. Whoever wasn't doing it, it didn't matter. I knew I had to do it. I knew I was moving and I knew I was going to be on radio and television. I knew that was my path. And so when other people like, oh no, I don't think I'm going to change my major. Okay. Like it didn't have anything to do with me. Yes, most people want the promise, but baby, they don't want the process. That's the hard part. Because if you're building a business, particularly if you're trying to leverage social media, obviously you guys heard the basics from not just myself as a top producer, influencer. You've heard other people tell you, you first of all got to show up. Now, when I look at accounts and people say they have a business, but your profile, your account doesn't reflect that you have a business. So when I look at that, I'm like, those are the things that I actually teach in my 3-day ride course is when someone goes to your page, it is your resume to the world. Just like you took the time to put that resume together to do your current job, you got the right paper, you had people check it, you was like, is this right? You Googled how you write a good resume. You did all the things. But on your social media pages, it doesn't look like you have a business. And so I need you to use that same energy to change your profiles to reflect who you are or where you're going. And so when I look, I had a client in the 3-day ride. I don't know if she's watching. And so she had like a cartoon character, but she had a business as her profile picture. And I'm like, I don't know how you're going to attract people for a business when there's a cartoon character as your main profile picture on the banner. And so she said she just thought it was something fun. I get it. We're not thinking and taking this seriously, this tool, right? I'm taking this tool very seriously. It's changing lives if you're doing it correctly. And so you want to present yourself, if you are a business owner, as a business owner. And so when people go to your page, they know what to expect. And so now in this process that you're going to change, now you're going to start going live. Great. I love it for you. When I see it, I'm going to like, yes, girl, you did it. So I'm going to cheer you on. That's what makes you pretty. That's a pretty person. We're going to celebrate, collaborate, and create those relationships. But in the process, you're going to encounter people, not showing up, not loving on your posts, not thinking it's great. You're going to encounter people scrolling by, but that's okay. You're going to see people that don't purchase and you thought they would purchase because you purchased from them and they didn't do it. You have 4.8 billion people on social media. Go make new friends. All of you are now my friend. We're now friends. I'm probably going to talk to you like we're friends. If I can help change your circumstances, I'm in there. But you've got to be strong enough, willing enough, determined enough, hungry enough to go through the process to get to the promise. You have to have that. I can give you all the skills. I can give you all the right answers. But if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. Yeah, your significant other can believe it. Everybody else can believe it. But if you don't believe it, it's still not going to happen. Yeah, no one's out here giving out money. Not even the government, okay? They're not just giving you money. And so my hope is that we live up to our full potential. Yes. Because when you do that, when you live up to your full potential, not only does your life change, but the lives of others. You thought you thought you ain't going to change in the process? Yes. And you also have to change your environment. If these people that you're talking about doesn't support you, that's okay. You love on them and move forward. You actually want them to leave anyway. That's why they have bus stops and train stops. There are people that's going to ride with you to the top, and then other people are going to get off. That was their stop. But when people get off, other people get on at the bus stop, correct? Yes or yes? So there's an overflow of abundance available. There's an unlimited amount of money available. There's an unlimited amount of people available. We're not running out of people that we can talk to. And so I hear this all the time. My family and friends won't support me. That's great. Now, I'm going to say this because it's my personal experience and it's my page, it's my opinion. I didn't build my business on family and friends. And I have a supportive group of family and friends. But I know they're not going to get me what I want for my life and the life of my boys. So I am like, I run my business like Walmart, Chick-fil-A, whatever, McDonald's, whatever, Nike. They market to the public. Nike is marketing to the public. Jerusha needs to market to the public. LaShonda needs to market to the public. Cindy needs to market to the public. Lindsay, you need to market to the public. So I don't believe for 1 minute, and I say this, Walmart, the Waltons, the family that owns Walmart, right? The reason I know this, I look at the Forbes magazine and my name ain't on it, so I know I need to get to work. So I like to look at it and be like, okay, this is how much this family owns, right? They're in the top 10 of billionaires, Walmart. Walmart don't even shop at Walmart, right? So these people who are saying, I don't think I got to get behind it. Walmart doesn't even shop at Walmart. But do you actually think Walmart went around to their cousins and say, hey, make sure y'all shop at Walmart? That sounded funny even saying it, right? They didn't, because they knew they could market to you because you need the stuff at Walmart. You need Nike. You need McDonald's. You need whatever it is, you need it. So they're marketing to their ideal prospects. That's what you have to do online. Market to your ideal prospect. So you're showing up to market, to brand, to serve, and that's what they're doing. So you want to model those people that have already done it for years. And so you probably want to erase, my cousin didn't purchase from me. That's okay. I don't think anybody else that's, building a business is worried about that, or super businesses. They're not worried about their aunts or uncles or any of those people. They're worried about how can I get you in the door? And so that's how you have to build. Listen, there are no limits to what you can achieve on this life journey. I have learned there are no limits. The only limits are the limits that you place on yourself. You've got to believe in your infinite potential. You got to believe in your infinite potential. You better put that in the comments. And Jerusha said, I need to believe in my infinite potential. So yes. So did I answer that for you? Hope I didn't go off on a tangent, but hopefully I answered it. Yes or yes. All right, good. Hi, wonderful. Veronica in the building. Love this. Oh, okay, good. And another thing that we have to do is we've got to stop. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? We've got to stop expecting so much from other people, especially the people that you know. Not that they're not good people. It's your expectation of them needs to change. If they say, I'm not interested, it's not a dig at you. Sometimes people are just not interested. It's not that they're hating on you all the time. Sometimes they just don't want to do it. Now, are there people that are not going to do it because it's you? Yes. They'll support everybody else but you. But that's okay. You don't want that dollar anyway. So God is going to give you the people that you're supposed to have in your organization or that you're supposed to serve. So I wouldn't worry about those people. And so we've got to get out of our feelings. The part of the problem with you not wanting to go live or do a TikTok because you're in your feelings. That's why. And you're not looking at how big, right, your efforts could change someone else's circumstances. You're not looking at it. You're only looking at you. And I know that's hard to hear, that it's really being selfish. because you need to share you with the world. People need to see you. People are waiting on you to do it. I can't attract everybody because everybody's not going to like me. Somebody don't like what I'm saying right now. Somebody like, I don't like her just because. Right? Now, we know we all do this. You go somewhere, you see somebody, you just don't like them. Nothing happened. They didn't say anything to you. You just don't like them. And so what? You don't support them. So understand, okay, what goes around comes around. And so just understand, people are going to be people. Is that good? Did I answer that question? Yes or yes? Okay, so if you are in my business group and you sent me a question, I definitely always want to try to answer your questions. I will either answer you privately or I'll teach on that subject. And so I thought this was the perfect subject because I meet so many people that are afraid of social media when we've got to use this tool. We've got to maximize this tool. We've got to take action on this tool. Especially this tool is free for you to market. I'm marketing and I have people here from Ghana, Mississippi. Like, come on now. You got the whole wide world in your hand. This is your opportunity to get your product sold. This is your opportunity to talk about your service. And I think you just have to get stronger in your belief. People are just, like I said, they're going to say they're not interested. It doesn't matter. So did I answer all that? Yes. So yes, Jerusha. So if you got some good nuggets tonight, if this was helpful and you're like, I want to ask Jerusha a business question, join the group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to answer your business questions. And if you are hungry, like Les Brown says, if you're hungry for an opportunity, you know you need to start. Like I said, I'm like, you know what? I'm attracting the 100s. I'm attracting the people that I'm supposed to work with. They're raising their hands. Jerusha, it's me. I need to learn how to be on social media. I need to leave a legacy. I need to earn an extra 500 or 5,000. I need to do it. It's me. They're raising their hands because that's what I believe I see, right? And I show up with the expectation it's happening. It's done. It's happening, right? I can see it. Let me see. Did I miss any questions? All right. So if you love this, yes, put helpful in the chat. Helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Put helpful in the chat. And all you got to do is mark your calendars. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m., I will share with you what I know for sure. I will answer your business questions. And so make sure you are here. Change your calendar. Just quick 30 minutes on Facebook. I'm going to continue on TikTok because, like I said, I've been challenged to be on TikTok for 6 months. And so, yeah, so if you want to continue this conversation with me, I'll see your beautiful faces on TikTok. And so we can start this party over there. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Yes, Facebook, I see you in the